he's getting it now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Metal Customs. Today, we got one of our own project in here. Well, it ain't ours. This one belongs to the old lady. It's a 01 Mustang V6 auto car. Love this old car, and we're gonna go through it and totally redo the whole car. Y'all know Casey. He come down to help me today. Where are you working in now? Crosswood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's driving the lumber truck and doing the lumber thing. And making all that money. I'm sure he'll be rich by next Thursday. But on Saturdays, when he doesn't have to work overtime, he's going to come down and help me on this project. But with that being said, I went inside for a quick break. Next thing I know, Casey's got the hood ripped off of it and started taking things apart. So basically, what we're going to do is just snatch this motor out. It's either got couple rings that are just shot in it, or maybe seals in the head, valve seals or something like that. But you put a brand new set of plugs in this thing and drive, what, 20 miles?
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, and they're done. They're oil soaked and foul. But this motor's got, this thing's showing 220, 230,000 miles, and they weren't easy miles. But we got another engine for it, no stress. But the goal today is to get this motor out. We'll leave this transmission in here. It works perfect. And got some oven cleaner. We'll get all this cleaned up where I can get some paint in there before we put the other motor in. Then we'll start on the body work and changing the interior. So, enough yapping. Let's get to work. Voila! Motor, transmission out. Yeah, we decided to pull transmission. Just ain't no sense leaving it in there. It needs to be cleaned up and the service done anyway. This engine bay's really not that bad. I got some oven cleaner. We'll take it outside, clean the oven cleaner, a little scrubbing in the pressure washer. We'll get it looking good, and we're going to shoot her black since they're painting the car orange. I think it'd be a nice contrast. But yeah, well, we're going to shove this thing to the outdoors, and it's the Comet, the motor we're pulling. Yeah, we're going to pull the motor out of the Comet for this car, so let's see what that entails. Alright, well, we made it out of the stroke. We got the Comet pushed in, pushed the other one out, pushed the Comet in. So, how much did we hook up in this?
I don't think we hooked up anything.
Oh, we did set the motor in there, right? Transmission.
Pretty sure it's just bolted up with the mounts, that's it.
We test it. What's this computer going to do?
Hopefully this.
When we got to put this Comet back together, it's going to be a total mess, because I don't remember which computer or which dash plus we went together. The 99 to 04 Mustangs, it makes a difference. computer, dash cluster, and the steering column ignition switch all coincides for the alarm system. But across that bridge, when we get back to this poor little car, this thing's really been broken. Yeah, it needs to be finished. And this is the motor that supposedly is good, right?
You got it fired up, no smoking up to death. I think so.
We're done. Valve cover gasket, intake gasket. I think he got it in thermostatic.
Upper and lower intake.
Yeah, upper and lower intake.
I think you did a new water pump on it.
Yeah, that does look new, don't it? Alright, I think this will make a good donor for the Mustang. I was thinking we hooked up to nothing. It's just sitting here. For the transmission mount. And that's it. Well, the first brake works. There you go. Well, there's the tire back up too. Now we got to push it, that tire's about flat. Well, this radiator will be easy to take out.
I don't think we got to get in now.
Huh?
I don't think we it's hot. The bottle's hot. Water inside is cold though. It's hot. The rim is hot.
So we're going to get third-degree burns just to get a drink of warm water.
Yep.
There's a house next door with water, tea, Pepsi, coffee, anything you want to drink.
But it ain't Bubba's.
I'm just saying. Alright. I think I'm going to grab a coffee before we take it. Tangle into this. This requires a cup of coffee. Let's grab a coffee and cookie. Coffee and cookie. And then we'll tackle this one. Got the old Mustang pulled up in the shop here. I'm fixing to take the front off of it and the fenders. And like I say, probably get pushed back out and give it some more washing under there. Because I really want to get that underhood painted and looking pretty good. Like I say, we done all that washing yesterday. Yeah, the motor still looks ugly, but it's clean. I think my rear main is supposed to come in here today. But like I say, I still haven't taken the time to... I need to tilt this and make sure it ain't that oil pan gasket leaking instead of that rear main. But yeah, we'll get that checked out. But cool, I'm going to go ahead and get to ripping this thing apart. And that's how you strip a Mustang down. I rolled her back outside and got her washed again. Now we're going to pull it in for tonight And I'll come out here tomorrow and hand wipe everything down and get ready for some black paint. But yeah, y'all can see this car is in excellent shape. Like I say, all suspension in it's pretty much new A-frames, brakes, struts, blah blah, yada yada. You know, fantastic old car. Well worth time and effort that we're putting into it right here. Yeah, I got to order a cowl plastic. I broke that one taking it out. It happens every time. But yeah, no biggie. We'll hit old eBay and get one on the way. Well, making progress. We have the base coat laid on here. I think there's about 2 to 3 coats on here. Actually laid in there good. Guys, that's difficult to paint inside like that, especially with a lot of stuff still in it. I think we got pretty much all the white covered. You know, there again, I'm not taking this thing to FEMA to show it or nothing, but I do want a good looking car. And I think this will really, really help in the process. But yeah, that black base looks good. So what I'm going to do here is finish taking this little break and mix up some clear and get this thing shiny. Well, progress has surely been made. Y'all say shiny. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, the headache got me again, so Quentin took over. He got that last coat of paint on it. And what'd you do, like 2 coats clear? Yeah, and that's plenty for Underhood, y'all. I mean, that looks really nice. Once we get this thing all done and up, we'll be doing some orange accents. Not overboard. We'll do it tastefully, not tactfully. Or not tackily. Tackily. However you want to pronounce that word. We will not do it that way. But yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's really going to make a big difference when we'll get it all together. And also, I got the rear main seal installed, but you can't see it because I put all the other parts on. Got these hoses. They were the heater hoses. I wanted to put these factory click types back on it because they were working fine, not leaking. So there's that. I think all I got to do now is take the rear harness off of that engine. I believe the engine harnesses are the same, but I need to take a transmission harness off of that one. And still debating. May just stick the motor in, then put the transmission up underneath, or put them in both. It really doesn't matter. But I think for the fact of not scratching up and messing up all of our new paint, we'll do them separate. Sound like a plan? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
You know, like 1.7 million people gonna see you say that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I wish I was getting 1.7 million views. All right. Well, cool. We're gonna quit yapping and get back to work. me, that didn't take but what, a second for us to do? Motor's in, transmission's in, everything's hooked up. Casey's topping it off with antifreeze right now. Yep, that's pretty much topped off. Yep, now you spilled it. Grab a battery. Y'all keep your fingers crossed, this thing is going to actually run. What's that, 8?
Sure. 5/16 one, I think.
Well, we're in the world of metric right at the moment, so an 8 it is.
Where'd you pull this from?
Oh. This little cap goes on the back of the alternator thing.
Pretty sparky. Have a hood light?
No hood light. Is it too sparky or?
Pretty sparky.
Alright, we're gonna check this out. Alright. Well, I reckon I didn't show a close-up to y'all, but when we was gonna put that ground cable on, it looked like he was arcing a welder or something. It was pretty bad. So, my idea was maybe the engine wiring harness is that much different. And it was a lot different. There was some differences, so I'm glad we changed it. We just got the wiring harness on the engine changed out. But guess what? That didn't do it. We finally narrowed it down to the main wire running to the starter. That's going to have a nick in it or something. There's something there that's not happening. Like I say, too much technical difficulty going on. But now that we got the wiring harness, the engine wiring harness from the car installed, the transmission wiring harness, everything's back to the normal wiring harness. We changed out the plug wires. Coil pack was different plug, different setup. We changed all that out, had to change out the throttle body. So, in case you're trying to take the starter off right now, we're going to check this wiring out. That's really the only thing it could be. But let's check this out and we'll see where we're at. Alright guys, Casey took the starter off and found a bad connection on the main starter wire. He fixed that, but we know that was the problem. Have you already tried it?
Nope, I was waiting on you.
Oh, look at that.
You trying to weld still?
No,
Oh, hey, look at that.
just a touch of a spark, which is normal.
I got it, guys. If you need a welder for any reason, make sure your starter wire is touching your starter and you got an automatic welder.
I don't know how good that's going to connect. I sort of want to leave it loose just in case.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Alright, well, if I didn't mess up the firing order, and if this and if that, and if I had a cap, and if I wasn't fat, blah, 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 you'll see if it'll start.
I'd say cycle the key on first, make sure everything is alright with that, and then we'll
Yeah,
try it.
check my fuel hose over there.
Again?
Ooh, I got a rat tank of gas.
Again? Okay. Go for it.
Contact.
Good touch.
Put on the brake. Kick it.
You can get it.
Huh?
You can get it.
Did the starter display out?
Huh?
Did the starter display out?
Didn't. It's fun, but I didn't hear it like push forward and engage.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got another one. Heard that, didn't Mustang starter. Alright. We got another starter. We're not giving up. Be back in a minute. Alright. We put another starter on there. Let's see.
Run with the battery still?
I hope not. We don't,
Nope.
we don't need no more problems. I don't know if that's going to get a good back there. Should I know it? Never mind.
Well, now you made it to where I can't yank it off.
Well, of course. Man, I hope this works. That was a lot of work.
Go for it.
You looking okay?
Yeah. Started to cool down. It's trying.
Should have fired up a lot quicker than that. I think I got them wires so far off, it's just not hitting anywhere near it.
I mean, very well could be, yeah.
Alright, let me recheck this firing order on here. Alright, Casey checked out the firing order and redone it. Yes, I had it wrong. If you look it up on the internet, man, 2000, 2001, 2002, 99, there's some weird stuff going on with this firing order. But, I have confidence. Get your fingers crossed, Casey?
Oh, yeah.
I think that I know I had the firing order wrong. I won't say I think, I know it is. It should fire right up.
I think you had it backwards is all.
Probably. I wanted it to run backwards.
One touch.
Okay.
One touch. That's
It runs.
That's grease from hands, but we have a bad leak. Went off of there.
I need to fix that right quick.
That's like a new hose fix. See the gouge in it?
Oh, great. Great. Steal that one.
Smoke it.
Smoke it. But it did run, and it didn't sound too bad.
Huh?
Wasn't knocking?
No knocks.
There's a big puddle of oil on the floor.
If so, then this car, this engine is magical. Can you hand me some pliers? Oh, never mind. Got some. The viewers had some.
You got better pliers than that.
What do you mean? These are great pliers. I just don't know how I'm going to get to that one. Yeah, I do want some better pliers.
Here's a good channel lock. I'm trying to keep my hands clean. I know. Channel locks will fix anything.
Oh, well. The viewers on the other side of the camera would come and help sometime.
I know. Why don't y'all come down and help? Then we would have had this done and we'd be riding around right now. Instead of waiting for it. It's going to be dark long. I've been out here 13 hours a day on this car.
It's not long enough.
No, apparently not. Because we're not driving it up and down the road yet. We're going to drive this up and down the road. We don't need fenders, a hood, and a bumper, and headlights and all that stuff.
That's only for California.
We still got tail lights. Yeah, this ain't California, as Casey said. This is Tennessee. We just drive. All right, let him get this hose swapped up. It'll fire it up with all this smoke and stuff. Smoke away. And I don't know if I might actually take it down the road, might take it out in the field. But we are going to drive it. Alright, Casey's grabbing the fire extinguisher. I think all this smoke was just exhaust manifolds where we had our hands on it. And I did pressure wash all of this and everything, so I'll probably just wash some more grease down up on it. Alright, Casey got that hose changed out. And you topped off the power steering.
Yep.
Everything else should be fine. Oil, transmission fluid. The ground looks good. Let's fire it up and let it run a little bit. I'm just going to gas it a little. I'm not going to get in it. Rev it up, try to get that water flowing. Ready?
Good touch. Grab it off here. There you go, you're now cameraman. Yeah, I thought that would be a good one.
Alright guys, thanks for the ride.
You got something creating drops, but they'll be alright.
Well, more likely something fell on the frame or something, I would say.
I couldn't tell when you were spinning around out there. It seemed like you weren't giving it gas at all. You're just letting it come around. It wasn't powered, sliding.
I didn't slam into right then.
She seems to be winding up. Smoke's cleared up.
You don't have power that motor.
That motor was just possessed. Great gas mileage and power that no other V6 had.
That fan's not working.
Tip hand's not?
No. Tell you what, go on the road, come down the driveway, then I'll shoot it back in the shop.
All right.
Feels pretty good. Well guys, there we have it. The motor felt good. It's hard to judge the power.
I'm going to say that the 01 had a little bit more power.
I think an 01 motor. The 01 motor had the intake with the flappers in it, so it probably had more low end torque. What I'm saying. Yeah, the flappers. But I mean, my everyday driver is a Coyote 5.0, so
Weak.
it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's really slow. Yeah, well, a lot of times I got to get out and push just to get it going. But tickled to death, we reached our goal for the day. We got the car running. Runs good, good oil pressure, the motor's not knocking, it's not smoking. So I'm thinking this will make her a good engine. My only concern is, yeah, the temperature hand never moved. And all that crap, it should have came up at least a quarter. So we're going to have to do that. Check that temperature sending unit in the back of the head and see what's up with it. Maybe I didn't plug it up good or something, who knows. But, goal accomplished. She's taken apart. We got it clean. We got it all painted under the hood. The motor's in it. She's a runner. So now, we got to do our particulars. Make sure we ain't got no leaks. All the little mechanical stuff like that to make sure she's ready to rock and roll. We will get to the air conditioning sometime, get it gassed up and get it working as well. But besides that, the rest of it is body work and replacing the interior. So for this one, we're going to wrap it up. I think we put a lot of work, a lot of time and effort into this, and it turned out good for us. I drove it and I didn't have to push it back, so I'll call that a win anyway. Well everyone, appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoyed that. Throwing things down for Casey. Like I say, this makes the second Saturday he'd come down and help me out on this, and it's, what is it, 7 o'clock at night or something?
It's starting to get dark. It's late enough.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 7:30. It's starting to get dark, so he really hung in there. It was a trooper and helped me a lot on this, big things. So yeah, throw down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon and on Super Thanks. Much appreciated, definitely much needed. And please, like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.